Okay, so the purpose of this video is to make the number one is the boundary conditions, and before that we need to create the proper surfaces for the interfaces, and therefore we start with the shell side, and we start to create these planes here, these two planes on the two sides of the shell, and they will be used to create the surfaces from where we can create the interfaces. So instead of using the combine command, we will use the split command, and first of all hide this header system, and first we use the thickness part because they will form the interfaces on the top side and as well as from the inside. This is inside, and if I change the color of this part, let's say to the red color, and the outer side to the some different color, let's say it's a blue color. So this red color will be the interface part with the tube, and this blue color will be the interface with the shell side. So they should be of the size of the same dimension of the second part. So for the shell side, we have to create the surface up to this plane. So I will use this plane, and this is the plane option here as a cutter. And now you can see that we have the two faces here from the same solid body, but now they are divided into the two faces. So I can change the color, let's say to the green color. So this green color will not be used for any of this purpose. And similarly from the inside, I can also split them, but first I will concentrate on the outer side, and then I will move to the inside. And so split body, this option. So repeat the process for all 5 these tubes here. And now I just want to see the header part. So I guess that the heat transfer will only take place on the shell side on these sides, but on the tube side might be this will be the up to whole body, but I guess that these parts will not play any role in the heat transfer. So I think we can go ahead and we can split these bodies from inside also. So inside as well, and just make sure that when you select the interfaces in the ANSYS meshing, they should be placed on these proper locations. And this will be done also on the other side. All 5 tubes will be done from inside and as well as from outside. Again now from inside, and same plane will be used. And now we are doing for these tubes from inside for these thicknesses. Okay, so now hide these all parts here, and now we show the header part, and this will be done also on this part, these pipes. In this way. So we have made the surface intersection with the plane for these all tubes on the header system, on the tube system, and as well as on the thickness side. And there's no need to be done this thing be done on the shell side, because this length is already limited to the that part which is required for the heat transfer. So just make sure that we have these 5 splits on these surfaces. These lines should appear here, these lines. Okay, so these lines should be there in between these tubes here. So we have these 5 parts. You can also change the color to see them in a different way. You can make them opaque. Okay, so another color, let's say this is the another color here. Or you can choose all bodies, all surfaces, and you can use the randomized colors. So now you can get the different colors on the different surfaces. And this part will not form any interface with the thickness which is coming up to this part. So we will leave them as walls for these two parts. So they will not interact in terms of heat transfer here. Okay, the next thing is that how to create the boundary condition. One thing is that you can use a name selection in the ANSYS meshing, and you can also create the boundary conditions in the group part over here. So I will just give you idea about on applying on the only one or two parts. So let's say if I use this surface as the inlet for the tube, so I can define a new group. So I will create, first I will select the surface, and then I will click on the create the new group, which is name selection here, and I will put the name, let's say inlet tube. So they will transfer automatically to the ANSYS meshing, and from ANSYS meshing to the Fluent or CFX. And again, this is the outlet tube. Okay, so you can go ahead and you can rename these all boundaries here one by one. As per convenience, you feel that these names will be easy to for you to remember and use them, and while we mesh them, or while we create interfaces, or when we solve them, or even when we post process them.